Hey there, thanks for tuning in for Gulf Coast Weather Solutions. Wanted to do somewhat of a quick video, even though it might not be a quick video. We had this cluster of showers and thunderstorms move through southeast Texas. This has now moved in to Louisiana, now east of Lake Charles. This has developed into a fairly stout line of showers and thunderstorms. You can see almost kind of like a little comma punch. The light moderate rain still left over in parts of southeast Texas going back into the backhand side. So we don't have that much wind shear, but the storm still kind of clustered up together and made a line. And they said, hey, we don't need the wind energy. We'll kind of do it ourselves. So all the severe thunderstorms are from Leesville moving into Oakdale, all east of Lake Charles. And what we're doing right now is just looking off towards the west, because if we zoom out just a little bit, all of this is moving out of our region, right? If you go outside, you actually look towards the west, you can see some clear skies, blue skies. What we're doing is kind of on the road to recovery of how fast do we really recover and warm up for this next round. Now, these storms over here from Laredo pushing into Corpus and San Antonio might not 100% make it here, but this energy here, this lift, what's triggering these storms will push into our region later on this afternoon and this evening, depending on how much sunshine we actually get, how warm we get, kind of depicts on what type of rainfall coverage and intensity we likely will see. So we put this in motion. Here we are. That's the satellite kind of creeping in there. As the sun comes up, we can start seeing a little bit better satellite coverage. And I'm actually going to kind of do this manually here instead of doing this on the auto here. Thanks to our sponsor of Tamco Hellguard Beyond Class 4, we can zoom in on the satellite. This is very neat, what you kind of do the now casting. So we've got the line of showers and thunderstorms. You see many severe thunderstorm warnings continues to push more towards central Louisiana, moving out of southwest Louisiana. All of this is out of southeast Texas. We just have some light rain. But what we're seeing is some blue skies. So if you look off towards the west, Chambers County, towards Houston, Conroe, towards Galveston, you can see some blue skies. And this is showing us that we likely will start heating up now until when this redevelops. So your window of doing something outside is now until possibly around 12, 1, 2 p.m., just depending on how fast this next round of storms starts redeveloping. So these storms out here towards the west, let me move out of the way real second. These storms out to the west, they might not 100% make it here, but this lift in energy will be making its way towards Houston around the lunchtime hours, and we'll start seeing some redeveloping of some showers and thunderstorms possibly later on around lunchtime, especially this afternoon and evening time. So let me back out, and we start looking at the future cast. So again, we're on that road to recovery. Storms continue to move east. They're already east of Lake Charles, and you can see 11:30 this morning, like I was saying, later this morning around lunch, we're going to have pockets of sunshine, so this allows us to warm up a little bit. So the redevelopment definitely does look likely. Here we are by 1, 2 p.m. Coverage definitely picking up into Houston area, down to Lake Jackson and Angleton. They have been getting lots of rain in the last 3 to 5 days. So we'll see this redevelop later on around 12, 1, 2 p.m. And then this will continue to migrate off towards the east, getting into the Chambers County, Beaumont, even the Lakes region, anywhere from around 2, 3, 4 to 5 p.m. So in other words, coverage should continue to pick up this afternoon and evening. This particular model this morning was showing moderate rain, light to moderate rain. Now it's starting to say, hey, I think we're getting more of the sunshine. The clouds are pushing out. So instead of seeing just light to moderate rain, we're now seeing moderate to pockets of heavy rain. So we could see some heavier storms once again this afternoon and evening time, some locally heavy rainfall. This will continue moving eastward by this evening into tonight. You see it continues moving out of the area, so we should die down tonight. And then as we get into Sunday, we should see some redeveloping really along the coast of the I-10 corridor. So the majority of our storms on Sunday should be in the morning time hours, possibly from the Houston to Beaumont down towards the coast is our best potential for it. And by the time we get into the afternoon, all of this will be moving into southwest Louisiana and Lake Charles and in majority of Louisiana, so to speak. So when we get into the afternoon on Sunday afternoon, I would imagine that we should be generally okay. Maybe just some hit or miss isolated pop-up storms that we see in the summertime. But in other words, I think the chance for rain is definitely Sunday morning, and then throughout the day, we should particularly be fine. How much rain are we kind of looking at really today and then Sunday morning? Let's go ahead and dive into that. Let me move out of the way one more time. We've been kind of saying this last couple days, between this weekend and really Monday, Widespread 1 to 2 inches of rain definitely does seem possible. That's really going to be this afternoon into Sunday morning. But some of these isolated pockets, like you see near Liberty, let's not 100% lock into these areas because this could easily be over Houston, Baytown, maybe over Winnie, Beaumont, just showing that the potential for 1 to 2 inches widespread is definitely there. But these isolated pockets up to 3, 4, if not 5 inches of rain definitely is still onto the table because, again, let's go back to this model run. If we really do continue to go on the road to recovery, in other words, we warm up very quickly, we can get some locally heavy rainfall in some of these storms that will be pretty heavy. So some isolated pockets up to 3, 4, 5 inches of rain is not impossible. And we've seen that the last 3 to 5 days, some of these isolated areas getting some of those higher totals. So thanks for watching the latest. If you have not yet, please go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. I will pull that up here in just a second. Here we are again. We're looking at that coverage to pick up later this afternoon and evening time. I'll move out of the way. And I apologize. I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. Depending on how much sunshine we actually do get, if we get into the low to mid 80s, this will make for a pretty healthy environment for these storms later this afternoon and evening. If you haven't yet, please go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. It will keep you updated 24/7, sending you all the alerts you need if rain is moving in and out of your area. So thanks again for watching. We'll continue to have more updates throughout the day today and again on Sunday, but y'all stay dry and have a good Saturday.
Gulf Coast Weather Solutions is sponsored by
At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected no matter where you are.